Ladies and gentlemen, time for day 9 of the Crypto Challenge. Here's your host to take it away, Mr. Techie.
Hello, good evening, and welcome everyone to day 9 of the Crypto Challenge, where we are going to turn 1,500 United States dollars into a cool $250,000. Not in 1 year, not in 2 years, not in 9 months, but in 6 months. And today, as you can tell by the beautiful title of this video, we're looking good. How are we looking good? We are looking quite good. The market has been favorable in the last few days. There's been a lot of positive confidence going into the market over the last few days. Still some people being a little bit cautious. So, as with our tradition, every single time, ladies and gentlemen, we must start by going to our estimated balance and seeing that we're at 1,408.47. It was higher just a very short while ago, just a few sweet minutes ago. That was higher. Maybe we should have started the challenge a little bit earlier. So let's come into our daily, and I forgot the number already. 140.847. 140.8.47. So yesterday we made 11.27%. Today we made 6.5%. If you guys remember, our target is technically 2.8%. Okay, I think when we did the calculation here, 2.9%. But no, we need to change this one here to 1,400, and that didn't change, did it? Did it? Yes, it did. 1,400. 2.8% will give us a little bit over what we need. Okay, so our target was 2.8%. Our weekly target is 22.5%, but unfortunately we had a really bad first week. Not from the trades that we made, not from the technique that we used, not from the knowledge that we passed on, but simply because of the market. However, I have been speaking with a lot of people who have been taking part in the challenge, and I discovered something very, very interesting. A lot of people are following along, and they are taking our trades as inspiration, and then they are using some extra time to go into the community, which exists on the Discord server. Link in the video description to our website, which has a link to the Discord server. And they are taking some extra trades when they have time. So, essentially then, a lot of people have been making good profits over the last week. So I think Damilon, who's here as well. Damilon, do you want to share approximately your number?
Yeah, right now I'm up 27% for the challenge, so it was about 5% today. So I'm a little behind where I should be, but yesterday was really kind of a lost day. So discounting that, I would actually be ahead.
Okay, so Damilon is just one example of somebody who spends a little bit extra time. I think Damilon does a lot of trading, or at least he's around a lot on the server. And he was able to pull in that very difficult week, positive 25%, you said?
26?
26, sorry. My memory is like a goldfish today, guys. You're going to have to excuse
27,
me.
I'm bad.
27. But I've spoken to a lot of people who are in, plus 10%, plus 15%. Even one person who was, I don't know how, but they were in plus 70%, okay, on their profits. So what does that mean? I know a lot of people were curious, and a lot of people were concerned that the information that we're passing along is maybe not really going to get us to the target. But the fact is that we are doing simply 2 hours per day, and even with those 2 hours, it's not 2 hours of trading. Okay, we are doing a lot of telling and explaining and teaching you guys what we're doing. So that takes up at least 3/4 of every stream. So essentially, we have kind of been trading on half an hour a day for the last week. So just then to give you guys the motivation, to give you guys the encouragement, to give you guys a look at what is possible. Okay, as the market starts to recover and starts to go up, and then we start to get more profits coming in. I am joined today by Mr. Dyjaklo, who will be taking the he'll be giving the first lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TA Week. This is the first of 2 currently scheduled TA weeks. They're not scheduled back to back, so this is the first day that you guys are going to have some TA lessons, courtesy of Dyjaklo. We've got Damilon, as always, providing some great, amazing content, and we will be looking at some of the action of the market over what happened over the last 24 hours. We've got Crypto Romeo. Thank you very much for the introduction. Crypto Romeo, as always, providing a lot of support in the background that you guys do not see. When we have Jerome as well. Jerome is like the silent guy who's in the background, but because we know he's there, it gives us a big boost to carry on doing what we're doing, and he provides a lot of valuable input as well. And of course, Grizz, you all know Grizz. There's no need to introduce him. He's the grizzly bear with a big heart who who likes to come on voice and has some absolutely amazing insights and opinions as well. So, what happened over the last 24 hours? Well, if you guys remember, Binance was down yesterday. I think that was the majority of our stream. We were talking about Binance was down. And they were due to come back up. And that time came and went. And they still weren't back up. And there were some more delays. And they still weren't back up. And then finally, I don't even know what time it was. They opened today approximately maybe 12 hours ago. Okay, so trading on Binance has only been active for approximately 12 hours. What has happened in those 12 hours? Well, first of all, let's have a look at what actually happened to the charts. If you guys remember yesterday, we told you that be careful when it starts up again, because there will be massive jumps. Okay, so if we come here, I believe this is the... Is this the point here? No.
It's D-Way.
Where's my... It is 07, 09. Oh yes, it is here. So, essentially guys, what did you say, Damilon, sorry?
This is D-Way.
Okay. So essentially guys, as you can see here, as soon as the exchange came back on, we had a massive green. For about 45 minutes, Binance was just jumping up. Why didn't it go up all in one green? Because a lot of people were waiting, okay? And a lot of people were kind of, you know, trying to check and then getting bored and going away for half an hour and then coming back. So luckily, not everyone started at the same time. Otherwise, this would have been a massive green all the way up to here. Why did it jump so much? This was the correction from the average, from the price at which it closed before they crashed at 7582, all the way up to the market average at 8246. Okay, so that's why we had this big jump, and we explained to you guys yesterday that please expect a big jump. You know, there may be something going on afterwards, we don't know, may crash back down, uncertain yet. And then throughout the day, very, very nicely, Bitcoin has kind of been going up further and further and very nicely. So if I'm just going to draw a random line on my screen here, it's in blue. Let me change that, maybe not so clear. Let's make it a beautiful green. There we go. So Bitcoin has been going up very nicely all day, and we had a couple of scares. There were a couple of points where people thought that that's it, you know, the good stuff is over and we're going to go back down. I think one of the points was around here. I'll make that in red. Okay, and people thought, oh my god, you know, the market's going to go back down again. But luckily for us, Bitcoin has just been going up and up and up. And currently it is testing some resistance at the level of, and we're going to tell you what resistance is because Dyjaklo is going to come in and explain today. It's been some resistance at 872 something. So 8,720-ish. There has been a lot of resistance. And as we zoom in, guys, you can see, and this is just a very quick touch on the subject because we're covering it later on in the stream today. We hit it once, broke through it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the last 6 hours. Okay, so it seems like this is our big major resistance line, and again we're going to explain what the resistance line is, and Dyjaklo can then explain what needs to happen in order for us to break through this resistance line, and in order for us to go up to an even higher price on Bitcoin. Now we are holding some coins, and essentially we're just going to quickly have a look at how they performed since Binance opened back up again. So we can have a look at XRP, BTC, and we want to find it on Binance. So this is XRP BTC, and it opened up, I believe, down here. No, even further back. Okay, here we go, somewhere right around here. Okay, that doesn't seem right. Is this Binance? Okay, somewhere around here. So it seems like it was actually open yesterday for a short while. Did anyone notice that? Damilon?
No, it wasn't open for a while yesterday. It's just a glitch.
Ah, okay, sorry. Yep, my time zone again. Oh, God. Because, yep, okay, ignore me, guys. I'm going crazy. So it opened up at, let's get a vertical line. It opened up here. Okay. And then it started to have kind of massive gains and essentially a massive correction to what the average of the market should be. It took a little while longer than Bitcoin, and then it kind of went up, went down a bit, and now it's kind of climbing back up ever so slightly. So that is our Ripple. We also hold some Walton. Okay, so we're going to go to Walton Bitcoin pair, and Walton has been very surprising today. It kind of confused me quite a lot. Again, I'm just going to try and find the right point on the charts. So we're looking at that big green candle there. I think it's about here. So Walton started and it went down and then it came back up and then it went down and came back up and down. And it's kind of getting like repeating the same kind of up and down. And essentially now it's nobody knows what it's doing. A lot of people were expecting it to get a nice big kind of green boost at some point, because almost every other coin did, you know. Almost every other coin did have like a nice big green that came out of somewhere. But Walton so far hasn't. Okay, so it's still possible that Walton may or may not get some gains over the next few hours, especially because Walton is a coin very much loved by Asia and specifically Japan. So as those markets open up, we could see Walton being pushed a little bit higher up. And then of course the other coin that we have is ICX, and we're going to go to ICX Bitcoin pair. And as you guys can see, I don't even need to look where the beginning is. I can see there's a massive gap in the chart there, and it kind of started, jumped up, and it's been very kind of similar to how Walton is. I don't know why these guys didn't do it. I mean, we can look at other coins. TRX or Tron or Tronix is another coin that a lot of people are holding in the community, and as you guys can see here, you know, it kind of opened up around here somewhere, and it jumped up and kind of kept on going up. What other coins had a good rise today, Damilon? We were Enigma, right? All right, let's have a look at Enigma. Okay, the same thing. Started around here. Started to jump up.
Went up for a while.
So it seems that two coins out of the coins that we hold, guys, they decided not to jump that high, which is a bit disappointing. You know, it's like it's 2/3 of what we hold. This here is EOS, as you guys can see again, kind of took off and went up. So technically, we are still expecting, or kind of hoping, that ICX and QTUM will both decide to have a late blooming, okay, whereby they're going to increase in value overnight, essentially. But luckily for us, Ripple did take off, which helped boost our number a little bit, and I'm sure if we refresh that, that'll be a little bit higher up. There we go, a little bit higher up. That's actually $4 more than where we started. So if we had delayed the stream by 15 minutes, oh man, no. All right. So those of you in the YouTube chat, if you want to ask a question to us here on the stream, please precede it by a letter Q. And those of you on Discord server, please tag me in your questions. Mr. Damilon, are you there, sir?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm watching the market.
Should we speak about what happened with Nano?
Yeah, I don't have the article up in front of me, so I haven't read the details yet.
Okay.
I just saw the headline and immediately sold my position.
So guys, there's a coin which has had a lot of very good growth and potential over the last few days. Okay, we can have a look at it here. It has kind of been jumping up and gaining a lot when the market was kind of really flat. And essentially what happened was that today it was announced that another exchange, not Binance, don't worry guys, that another exchange lost they say they lost 17 million Nano tokens. And as a result, that there caused people to panic sell. Okay, so every day, guys, we're going to try and cover the FOMO and the FUD news, okay, that exists in the crypto world. Okay, and this is what we're doing right now, just since we were looking at some other coins, and while Dyjaklo has a look and prepares for his section on TA. So essentially what happened was that even though the coin was not at any fault, okay, people sold it. People suddenly got very, very scared, and they sold the coin right around this point here. Most people didn't know what was going on until the candle was already down to here. I didn't know. I had been waiting all day. Okay? I had been waiting all day from probably around this point here. I bought some. Okay? This point here. I bought some. This point here. I bought some more, because I had faith that this guy was going to go all the way, just like the other coins, take off a little bit. Okay, and this was my position today. Instead, when I'm looking at the chart and this big red came, I think a lot of people went onto the Discord server and they were like, what the hell is going on, man? And then we checked out the news. And that is when we actually saw that another exchange lost 17 million tokens. Why did it affect the price so much, though? And that is a very, very big question. It's not that it caused any issue with the token, and it's not technically anything related to the project. Yet, the price of the token went down, okay, when this is all the issue, and a legal issue now, of the other exchange. But because people read the name of the token, and they read that there's a bunch missing or stolen or whatever it is, a lot of people started to get scared. And a lot of people started to say, oh my god, maybe those tokens are so easy to steal, man. And then everybody started panicking. And when people panic sell, they cause more panic, which causes more panic and more panic. Until we've come down to this point now. Now, what is the question here? What is the point here? What is going on right now? Whenever there's a massive drop like this, okay, you find some people who like to buy it around this point here, and then because they hope it's going to go back up.
Bitcoin's going to break 8,800, by the way.
Ooh, maybe let's just quickly duplicate this and keep that on another chart. Bitcoin USDT. We'll just keep it open in the background, guys. So then people buy the coin here, expecting it to fly back up, but it doesn't really fly back up because this is caused by the news, okay? And then this is essentially a little bounce, and then it'll come up, and then it'll come back down to here, and probably bounce up again, and down, and then eventually it will start to climb. Let me just... Okay. So that is what I'm expecting Nano to happen. That is a pattern that happens on a lot of coins. I'm not a TA guy, but this here is news. This is the result of some news coming out where people FUD and people start to get scared and people start to worry about, oh my god, the token has gone bad. Oh my goodness, everything's gone absolutely terrible. I got a couple of questions I'm just seeing now. On Discord, we got Martin asking, should I be sorry that I jumped into USDT with half my challenge stack? I was doubting lots with this. The fact that I did not like the distribution of the coins put me over the line. Which distribution of the coins? You mean the coins that we technically bought on the challenge, or distribution of some or the coins in your balance or in your challenge? If it's the coins that we chose for the challenge, you are always more than welcome to choose some other coins. We chose to just hold our position throughout almost all of this dip and drop and everything. And you know, as you guys can see, the results, we're essentially 1 week delayed, but 1 week out of 26 doesn't bother me at all. The gains that are possible are going to far counteract that. You know, I'm not worried about that at all. If you're still in USDT, okay, then just wait until we can confirm, because Bitcoin right now has broken through that line that I drew earlier. It did reach up to 88. Now it's back down to 87.65. Martin, I'm not a TA guy, so we're gonna ask Dyjaklo maybe when he's available, when the best point to buy in will be. So just remind us when Dyjaklo comes on and he's talking about TA, and we can maybe talk about good buy-in points. Michael saying my new MacBook can't load Binance. Do you have any idea? Yep, if someone can just reply to him, go check the trading room in the Discord server. There's a pinned post, 4 different web addresses, one of them should work. Question, could you please explain how to use the trading view to see those charts on the coins? I would like to use it in the same view you are showing. The same view I am showing. Well, we're going to go through a TA week. I do know somebody was asking previously about how to make it dark. When you come here, you click on the gear icon in the top right, and then here you have dark theme, or you can have a light theme. Oh my god, sorry guys, I've probably just blinded a bunch of people. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, dark theme. Okay, we just use the dark theme, makes it nicer and easier to see all of the candles and everything on. Dyjaklo, are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Did you manage to join our screen sharing room?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
you want to check?
Yep, do you want to open up a chart on your screen sharing room or something so that we can...
Oh,
there we go.
There should be one up, right? You see it?
Perfect, yep, I can see it. Alright guys, so here is... I'm just going to quickly go like this and go into... okay, that's not going to work right now. Okay. So, guys, we're now going to start TA week, and maybe Dyjaklo, you want to quickly talk about Bitcoin and where it is going and where maybe it's heading.
Well, right now the price for Bitcoin is $8,806, and it's probably testing resistance right now. If it breaks through, then we can see another big bull run. If it doesn't, then it'll probably bounce back down to maybe 8K, I'd say. But there's definitely support, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so okay, so we're currently at 8809, as we can see there. So guys, this is going to be now Dyjaklo controlling everything on the screen. This is not me. I will be going away. Not really. I'm going to be in the background. Dyjaklo is going to give you guys the first lesson in TA week. Okay, and today I believe it's support and resistance. Is that correct, Dyjaklo?
Yeah, we're gonna go over some basic support and resistance and how I personally draw them. Like, some people may draw them differently, and they may draw like straight horizontal lines, but I prefer to draw trend lines. Okay, so first I'm gonna go over to the chart for Bittrex, because Bittrex did not have a downtime, and it's not missing time frames. So I'm gonna type in BTC USDT. All right, there you go. And then to reset how I see my chart, I hold down Control Alt Q, and that'll fix it so that I can see everything clearly. And then I press Control R, and that'll reset it. Now, usually when I first draw, like, I've pulled up a completely new chart, and you can see that there's nothing here yet. We're gonna fix that. So right now, let's go to the 4-hour. Generally, you want to start on the bigger time frames and look at the bigger picture and see how everything, where the market is in terms of everything. So right now, like, you can see that we've gone up all the way to 20K was our all-time high, and then we've been on a downtrend since then. So let's draw some resistance lines real quick. So usually you draw them from the top to the top. That's how I usually like to draw them. And let's get a support line over here. Okay, so sometimes you should like try to move around the support lines and see where they coincide with all the other coincide with the price line. So you can see that it's hitting the bottom a couple times. So that's a pretty good support, and that's a resistance line. It hasn't touched any of this over here yet, so you can tell that oh shit, I don't know what happened, but you can tell that we haven't broken out of the downtrend yet. Once we break through out of here and the price action starts going back here, then we'll know that we're in a bullish market again. So maybe draw one over here as well. And as you can see, we're coming close to it right now. The price is at 8,800. If we break through this, then we definitely have much stronger bullish movement, and we'll start trying to break out of this downtrend. If we fall back down, however, which is always a possibility, we'll go really low. Like if we hit the bottom of the trend line, we'll probably hit like say like 5K or so, unless we find some support over here. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this real quick. I don't know why that's popping up. Well, I do know why. It's because I'm not using an account. But yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's change this to a white line, and let's make it a little bit thicker so everyone can see better. So support basically means people, the bulls do not believe the price should drop lower than that, and usually they follow things called trend lines. So you can see a trend line in here. Like these are not random lines that I'm drawing, and these aren't like if I were to draw this line from here to here and I extended it all the way down here, and all this did not happen yet, it's not a coincidence that the price action stopped right here. Like these are just lines that people do not believe the price should drop lower than that, or they believe the price should not go higher than that, or whatnot. So let's go in a little bit closer, and you can draw some more. Like, for example, you can draw one over here. You can see that that's hitting a lot of points. And something that's really interesting is that, look, this goes all the way down here, and the price is just bouncing off the top of it, but it's never breaking it. The moment it breaks it, it broke through right here, right? It broke it, and then it tries to go back down. Now, this is something that occurs a lot, and that's previous support, once broken, sometimes becomes resistance. And the same is opposite. Previous resistance becomes support. So here, this is previous resistance, and it comes up, and then it bounces off that and becomes support for a while. And then it tries to go up, but it doesn't, and it fails, breaks through again. And over here, it bounces, tries to break through now it's become resistance again, fails, and keeps going down. So that's a pretty common thing that happens with price. Like here, you can see it happens as well. So let's draw something that's more recent, and that's happening right now. So on the 6th, we recently hit a low, and that's a trend line that we were following for a while until it broke on the 7th. See, it broke over here, went back down. So in that case, let's draw.
Gonna
Go on.
interrupt you real quick. If
Yeah, go.
anyone's holding XRP, it's on a real big run right now. So just letting you know.
True. Oh man, I'm doing TA though. Okay. Okay, let's keep keep going.
Do you want to take a couple of minutes and go?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't mind.
I don't really care right now.
All right.
So let's draw some more lines. I mean, these could be random lines. You just gotta look for random things. Like I draw a line from here to say here, and you can see once it broke, it kind of bounced off of here, but it broke back down, went back up. So currently we're following this trend line. And let's change the view. Again, I just use Control Alt Q and Alt R. So right now we're following this general trend line. And so if I were to try to estimate where we would fall back, just looking at this, I'd say like we'd probably fall back around maybe 8.7, 8.75. And that's if we don't continue on our run. Now, that's just the bottom trend. So let me draw in the top trend. Okay, so you can see that's the top of the trend line. So sometimes we don't even touch it, but it stays within the channel. This is called the channel. So that's like where the price will bounce around for a bit, where it may try to test resistance, or it may try to test support. And usually, yeah, like I mean, that's basically what support and resistances are. Now, of course, like you can look at a chart and be like, oh yeah, it's gonna fall right through here, and or this could have just fallen right through here. Like the human mind can see any sort of outcome that you want to see. So what you use to make it more accurate is you use indicators. So some common indicators I use are MACD and RSI.
Dyjaklo, I think we've lost your audio.
Oh, really? Oh, my bad. Did I break? When did I break off?
RSI was the
MACD
last
and
thing you said.
RSI.
Okay, so basically I use these indicators to gauge how strong a movement is and to gauge the likelihood of it breaking through the trend line or breaking out of a channel. So for example, today, let's draw this right here. It was following this trend line for a while, right? Okay, it was following this trend line for a while, but then it broke down. However, it didn't break this bigger, more general trend line. So there's like an order to the trend lines, if you know what I mean. Basically, the bigger picture trend lines are stronger than the ones that you draw in the middle. So let me change this color to yellow. All right, so the white ones are the more general trend line and it's stronger. If it breaks that, then it has more drastic movement. And you can go to lower time intervals to try to get a more accurate picture of what you're looking at. So, and we can see something interesting right here is it broke through this trend line that I was following on the bottom. So now this support becomes resistance, and you can see the price action bounced off of the bigger trend line. It didn't break, so we're now on an upward movement again. And you can see right here, right at where the yellow line is, it's now become resistance and it's testing it right now. So yeah, let's Is there anything specific that you guys wanted to ask me?
Okay, so guys, if you have any questions about what we've covered, remember this is TA week, so there may be some things that we're going to cover a little bit later on. Ferone is asking Dyjaklo, can we cover, I don't know where that question went, can we cover log scales?
So I don't really use log scales yet. I'm actually looking into it after doing more research on it, but I'm not very knowledgeable in that department yet.
Okay, yep. Again, guys, we don't give you bullshit information. We don't claim stuff that we don't know. So, has everyone understood what the trend lines are? And essentially what support is and what resistance is? Let's see if everyone replies saying, yes, we did. If they do, that will be amazing. If you didn't understand, guys, just ask. Okay, we can clarify something. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no trouble in going over something once again. Yep, Jeff understands.
And just another thing that if you go on the 1 minute, this isn't very recommended, but it gives you a more detailed look at what happens, and you can see that trend lines and supports and resistances are not a coincidence, that they actually price action does follow it. So you can definitely use these to trade more. So right here, this is a support bounces off, breaks it, and then it tries to recover, but it's already too late. It's already broken it. So it bounces off here.
Okay. Guys, remember as well, this is TA week. I know there's a lot of stuff a lot of guys want to ask about MACD and Starch, etc. Or RSI. We will cover them during the week. Okay, there's no point in trying to overload everyone right now with too much information, about what's going on with this, etc. We want to try and do it in small bite-sized pieces. We have 6 months. If we cover everything in the first week, guys, can you imagine what we're going to be doing for the next 6 months? We're going to be like, yeah, I had ice cream today, and I had a curry for lunch. And no, I don't think that's what you guys want to be hearing. So we're spreading everything out so that it's little bite-sized pieces that you can absorb, little bite-sized pieces that you can take on a daily basis.
So Mr. Music is asking, can you quickly show how to overlay other coins on top of the existing chart? Yeah, that's
a good one.
You click on compare, and then you just type in add symbol and type in whatever. So for example, you want to look at Tronics because that's been going up today. So you pick whatever exchange you're on, and then it overlays it. And all the extra stuff that's showing up on your screen, for example, here you can see volume, which is down here. And then you can see the TRX BTC Binance, which is over here. And it's not very clear, right? You can definitely just click on the gear, which is format, and change the style. So say you want candles, or say you want to change it to a different color, maybe, or whatever. You can customize it to how you want to see it.
Someone's saying, can we see two charts on the same window? Yep, we just covered that, Dennis. You can see two charts on the same... you mean side by side? I don't believe TradingView has a side by side view. The only thing you can do is overlay. Let me see. There were a bunch of other questions.
Go ahead. Like something interesting you can see is that most altcoins during this market have been following Bitcoin trend, and this is clearly seen in when you overlay the charts. You can see that the price action has been pretty much going up when it goes up, goes down when it goes down, for the most part. Of course, there are exceptions, but yeah.
Okay. So I know a lot of guys now are getting excited because XRP has been going up. Dyjaklo, maybe do you want to just quickly have a look at XRP and give us a quick and dirty TA on XRP, possibly? Like obviously TA on XRP, guys, is a very difficult one because XRP is the type of coin that likes to ignore what Bitcoin is doing, essentially, and it kind of just does its own thing. You know,
Okay,
it's very
so
difficult to predict. But maybe Dyjaklo can quickly have a look at previous resistance levels or something and give us maybe a complete rough idea of what may potentially be happening.
okay, so if I were doing TA on XRP real quick, I'll just draw some lines, see where they go. So that's one. Maybe draw one from here to here or something. You can see that it was in a wedge and then it broke out. And once it broke out, the price action went insane. Because once you break a support or resistance, everyone expects the price action to stay in there. Once it breaks it, it causes shock. And then people who are staying out because they thought it'll go back down will start to FOMO in and try to buy it before it's too late. Which in most cases it is kind of too late. You don't want to ever buy green if you can help it. All right, so drawn some general lines, and then I zoom in a little bit, and then draw some more lines. Oh, hey, look at that. There's from top to top to top, and then it was working around in there for a while, and then once it broke it, went insane again. So let's see. So there's another wedge. This is a wedge right here. And it broke out, and now it's up here now. So it's kind of hard to see where it may retrace right now. Well, actually, there's a way to do it. Hold up. So using indicators, I can kind of tell where it will possibly.
We lost your audio again.
Okay, so using indicators, I can kind of tell where it may possibly retrace to. So after it starts coming down, it may maybe have some movement over here, and then maybe retrace to maybe 107 possibly. And it'll test that support. If it breaks through, then it'll just keep going, and then it'll try to test this support. And you just gotta look for the bottoms and just connect them, and then usually they'll form a trend line. Now, like I said earlier, like some trend lines are stronger than others. Usually, the more higher angled a trend line is, the weaker it is, because that would to maintain that trend line, it would require an insane amount of money to keep it going at that rate. So usually, if the higher it is, it'll probably break this one, and then it'll go to this one and bounce around here for a bit, and then it'll go lower and lower, or wherever the trend line goes. Of course, it could always just break out again if the trend gets too low. No,
Yeah,
that's not
Tronics is
the
now
terminology.
flying up.
I just mean like it broke out, I guess you can say.
Yeah, that it went insane is not actually a real terminology. It's just, you know, XRP doesn't like to move really in any particular patterns. In terms of, most of the time it doesn't follow Bitcoin. Most of the time it doesn't follow whatever is happening, and it just likes to do its own thing. So, you know, when it went insane, yep, it kind of just did its own thing at its own time and just ignored everything else in the market. A lot of people coming in saying, yeah, it's okay. A lot of people saying that Tronics or TRX is also making major moves. Yes, that is very, very possible that TRX will be making major moves. guys, we're going to try not to talk too much about coins that we're not actually holding. We only want to talk about coins. I know it may upset a lot of you guys, but you know, if we spend all day looking at every single coin that's making a move, this is going to become the TA channel instead of the crypto challenge. So Dyjaklo, maybe can you just have a quick look at Tronix? I know you got it open. I mean, yeah, it's Tronix has been really interesting all day.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell like just by switching over. Actually, let me just overlay the XRP chart. You can tell it's basically following the same trend. So both XRP and Tronix are the coins of the day, I guess you can say, and that they're just going insane right now. So yeah.
Yep. And luckily, guys, we hold XRP. So, you know, that's absolutely great. Dennis saying, why can't we do both? Why can't we hold both coins? Every coin has potential. And if we try to hold every single coin that has potential, we're going to end up holding 50 coins or 100 coins. We chose 3 coins last week. And, you know, until we sell some profits from them, we're not going to buy into any others, because we always want to maintain some Bitcoin balance in order to buy in at dips or to potentially buy small amounts of other coins. Why won't we buy into Tronix right now? Because it's going up? Well, because it's green, and we buy when it's red and we sell when it's green. So it's too late to buy into Tronix now. And I think anybody who decides, you know, looks at that green candle and goes, oh my God, it's beautiful, I need it. There's a big, massive potential for loss. Okay, so guys, if you're not in Tronix, do not get into it now. It is too high. Okay, look at how it went earlier on today on Dyjaklo's screen. It jumped up really high and then it crashed back down again. And a lot of people suffered because they bought in. They saw the green. They started to go, that looks good. I need to get me some of that. And then it crashed back down again. Okay, so you need to be a little bit careful, guys. All right, when a coin is green, don't just go and buy it and hope that you're going to make some profits. I've been watching Tronix all day. I've been watching TRX on my own personal account all day. And I bought some Tronix earlier on today. And actually, for about, I don't know, what was it, Damilon? 4 or 5 hours, I was waiting for Tronix to make a single move. I think...
1 Satoshi.
Yeah, I was waiting for... I had 1 sell order there almost all day. And every time it would come up, and I think I had it at 547, and it would go up to 546, and then it would go back down for a while. And then an hour later, it would come back up to 546, and I'll be like, yes, 547, 547, and then it wouldn't touch it. So I know a lot of people right now are excited. If you have Tronix and you know how to potentially short or swing or anything, then take advantage of this. But be careful, don't buy in unless you already have some, okay? And we got a smiley face on the chart. Mr. SRP Crypto, a smiley face in crypto is actually, it is a TA indicator. It means we are happy if it goes, you know, like this and takes off again.
So like look at the red circles I drew. So this was a previous peak and went down a bit, and this is another peak. So I drew a line across it, right? And then look. Let's see. That was on February 2nd. Right now we're at February 8th was where it broke out of here. So look at that. It went up, broke through that, and then it bounced right around there. Isn't that insane? Like you wouldn't have any idea about where it would drop to, but trend lines help you determine where a possible buy-in would be. So for example, I would probably like buy in, like if I drew that trend line, I would have probably bought in like maybe a little bit above it or something, so that my order would be filled, and then I'll just wait for it to go back up.
Yep. Now I'm seeing a lot of questions on here, guys. Dyjaklo, can you possibly just reopen XRP, because we're holding XRP in our challenge, and I want to update our challenge sheet. I want to see what profit we're in with XRP. So that's 11199. So I'm just going to take Dyjaklo off the screen for a sec while I update the sheet. 111 we'll say 11190. And we come to our sheet, we go to trades, and we have XRP. And then we can come here and we can put in 0.00011190. Okay, we can copy that one, paste it there, come up to the top as well, which is when we first bought XRP.
Oh wait, the price that I'm using right now, like I'm pulling up Bittrex charts.
Okay,
because
let me get the Binance price.
The price may be different. Yeah. Okay, so Dennis, the reason why I'm using Bittrex versus Binance is because while Binance was down, price action did not update. So you would be missing all of this day right here. Well, actually, from like 12 to 12 or something like that. I don't know, but here, look. So you can take a look at this, and then look. When I switch to the Binance chart, you're missing all that. What happened here? Look, the date changes from the 8th to whenever Binance opened back up, which was 9 at 5 a.m.-ish EST. So all that was deleted because Binance was down, which would screw up with a lot of TA. And that's why for now I'm just going to use Bittrex to do TA and stuff, because Binance, I mean, I guess for like another week, I guess. Once a week passes by, there should be enough info and price action to do some more long-term TAs on Binance charts again.
All right, so we've got a question that's come in from a lot of people now, whether we should buy or sell Tronics. The current price of it is 11340, and by putting in that number into our sheet, we are at 13.5% profit. In fact, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to move this guy down to the bottom, because then we can see all of our XRP trades right next to each other. Okay, so we have quite a bit of XRP. We are at 16% profit, 17% profit, 17.2% profit, and just above 13.5% profit. Do we sell? Okay, that is a very good question, and it's a very, very interesting question. And guys, during this whole trade, these decisions are not going to be based on the opinion of one person in the challenge, or one member of the team. You know, we have to go through and we have to have a close look at it. It's already started to go back down. However, my opinion, I'm going to ask everyone else in the server their opinion. Bitcoin is doing very nice. So if we take what we just learned, okay, then we draw a nice line from the bottom here, and we come up and we touch there, okay. So we're touching at this point here, okay. We're drawing our trend lines now, okay. And I don't know where to take this one from. Probably from around maybe here somewhere, and we go up. Oop, I can't go that high. I don't know where I'm.
Okay, so you can go to the right side of the screen, and then you see where the green price line is. You can drag it up or down to scale.
See, you learn something new every day. Wow, that's amazing.
After that, you can move it freely. Now you can move up and down as well by dragging. So you can use that to adjust your chart, because it's annoying when you can't move it around as you want.
Okay, so guys, using what I just learned in TA, okay, this is and Dyjaklo was, if he can look at the stream or look at my screen, he can see that I've drawn a channel, I guess. Bitcoin so far is looking good, okay. We are at 8,875 USDT per Bitcoin. When we started, I think we were 8,600 something, 8,600. Personally, I believe we are in a healthy phase of the market. Chef Jesus as well has just posted a chart. Chef, do you mind if I share that on the screen? I think he's listening in, but he's not on voice. He's posted a chart, okay. Dyjaklo, what's your opinion? Should we sell XRP or should we hold XRP right now?
I would like if you're in the market right now, I would definitely try to swing it, but that's just me because I'm a risk taker, so I would
Okay.
swing it. If
And for the
it's
challenge,
you're
since we're
trying
not
to
doing
like
swinging yet.
yeah, if you're doing long term, I would say just hold it because right now we've got XRP, we've got ICX, we've got Walton at very good prices, and they are definitely they're
Gonna.
definitely have big potential to go up,
Yeah.
especially in the coming weeks. We'll see.
All right,
But
guys. I'm gonna update the prices of all of our holdings just so you guys can get an idea. So we did XRP, and Walton is 0. Can I? There we go. Walton. I will copy that in to where we are with Walton, and we can put that one there, and then there, and there. Okay. And last but not least, we have ICX. And we will put in our ICX price up here. Bought in at 2 prices. Okay, ICX hasn't popped yet, guys, okay? So you just need to bear that in mind. Okay, so we have updated all of our prices. So far, we're a little bit down in the original Walton that we had, okay? We are down in the original ICX that we bought. But then we are back up 20-something% in the ICX that we bought later on, and we are back up with you guys can see the colors basically in front of you right now. For now, okay, I know a lot of you guys are going to be screaming, "Oh my God, we got 20% profits! Let's sell! Let's sell! Let's take the money." Until we reach a point whereby we can confidently say that, okay, we are kind of out of the craziness in the market, we are going to still hold on, okay, to these coins. I'm going to be discussing with the team this week, or today actually. We're going to be discussing our exact selling strategy for the current market to allow us to pick up some more coins. We don't have much in terms of Bitcoin in there. We could pick up another coin. However, again, I've got to discuss this with the team before we go ahead and do that. So for now, we're going to hold, all right, because there's still a lot more growth to come out of XRP. There's Walton still has to jump up quite a bit. ICX as well, we're still waiting for it to jump up. So some people asking, is it a good time to buy Nano or wait some more? You can ask on the Discord server. You can ask there, and basically, yeah. Don't want to FOMO you, but have a look at TRX. It doesn't matter what TRX is doing. Coins will go up, coins will go down. You know, it's TRX, BTC, and we're looking for it on Binance. There we go. That's fine. It's at 610. It's perfectly fine as it is. Guys, coins will always go up, coins will always go down. Okay. Someone's saying maybe we can sell XRP and buy ICX. Seems better. That is a tactic that some people will do. They will sell a coin once it's kind of in profit to buy a coin that is gonna still pop. But again, our holdings right now, we are doing them as short to kind of mid holdings. A lot of people are holding right now because there's still a lot more potential gain. We have kind of gone above a nice number with Bitcoin. We have gone above 8.8. We've been waiting for quite a while to go above 8.8. And if we go above 8.8, then I believe there's the big, massive trend line. That big, what is it? Can't even zoom out any further. I need to go to a smaller candle. Oops. All right, so I can click there. Oh, look at that. I learned something new today, guys. So there is the big trend line, I believe, that we had. I don't know who put it out, but it was that one there coming all the way down. Okay. And Dyjaklo, feel free to correct me at any point in this. You know, telling me, Techie, or no, that's wrong. You've put the line in the wrong place. So essentially, until we break through, I've got too many lines on here now. Until we break through and above this line here, which I'm now going to change the color of it to, let's make it a nice purple or mauve color. Okay, until we break through there and we've broken out of this big massive downtrend that kind of started in well, this is still January. I think for a lot of people they have a different trend line which comes further down. We'll do it just from January. Until we break down through the trend line, and I'm sure Dyjaklo can tell me where the correct trend line is meant to go. Still playing it a little bit safe. We're not out of the shit, pardon my French, yet. So yeah, we're not going to sell quite now. And we bought it very cheap. You know, like if you look at the amount of profit we're in, okay, 17% profit, 23% profit. You know, yes, some of the ones that we bought right at the beginning were a little bit more painful, but still, you know, we're still in very good profit with a lot of our coins, especially the ones that we added on. So for now, we're not yet gonna sell. Again, we bought the majority of our coins on the first few days up here. Okay, this was the majority of our coins. These were just smaller amounts, as you can see by the quantities here. And so we don't want to just go selling everything thinking we're in profit when in actual fact we only had, I don't know, 130 XRP out of 430 that was in profit. Okay, so yeah. All right. Anyone want to add anything to what I just said?
No.
Okay. So, I don't know, that went on for quite a while. I think I need a break. What can we look forward to in the next few days? And again, I'm hoping Dyjaklo maybe might correct me. Basically, that once we break through this trend line, okay, we will be in a safer position than where we are right now. But for right now, there is still a risk that we could go back down to some other level. We don't know which level yet. We don't know how far down we could potentially go, but there is still that risk. So we're not going to sell now and start to think everything's safe, everything's fine and dandy. This is TA week as well, so you will find out what these two magic things at the bottom here are during this week, as well as some other things, and recognizing some patterns. Yeah, the Dyjaklo is going to be teaching you guys along the way. We may also have some things from Wes and some things hopefully from Chef as well, if he's up for giving a lesson. So what are we going to do for now? The same thing we've done all week. We are holding, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys have a look, if I refresh this now, okay, we are at $1,450. So since we started, okay, we have gone up. I'm just going to put it in just very quickly. 1,450. We have gone up 3% since we started the stream, and remember our target is 2.8% per day. Okay, obviously you don't realize these targets until it's come to midnight or until you withdraw the money. So news in the market now. It's time for the headlines.
Right, biggest. I'm gonna close the screen sharing.
Oh, yep. Okay, I'll close it my side as well. Now, this is a big bit of news for today. Okay, is that 17 million XRB or Nano was stolen from BitGrail, which is another exchange. And remember earlier on we mentioned that's why the price went down. What does this mean? It doesn't mean anything for the actual coin, guys. The coin, XRB, or now it's called Nano, is still fine. There is no issue. There is nothing wrong with the technology. There is nothing wrong with the coin. There is nothing wrong with the wallets. There's nothing wrong with anything. The issue exists, and the source of the problem is with the BitGrail exchange. So if you guys do have an account on BitGrail, then you may potentially be worried that there is potential for coins to be stolen from BitGrail. If you are holding Nano, don't worry about it. Okay, you just hold. They're going to go up in price. And in fact, if we come over here and we have a look now at Nano Bitcoin on Binance, okay, yeah, it's a little bit down, but don't worry, it's going to start to go back up. Okay, it's a hold. If you hold it for a couple of weeks, you should see some beautiful gains in there. All right. Second bit of news, and this here is an interesting one. My Ether wallet. Okay, my Ether wallet is by far the most common Ethereum wallet used today. Okay, it is. Well, saying it's the biggest one by far is actually a bit of an understatement. Essentially what happened was, it appears, okay, that some members of the My Ether wallet, or MEW, okay, left and formed their own copy of My Ether wallet called My Crypto. This is how the story is panning out so far. Okay, the issue is that there are claims from some people in My Ether wallet saying that nobody in My Crypto has anything to do with My Ether wallet. It's a backwards and forwards of accusations, and no, we're fine, oh no, nothing is fine, blah blah blah, etc. Our advice to you guys: use My Ether wallet in the meantime. Don't start to use My Crypto in case or until information is completely verified and the story pans out and we see how it works. Okay, for those of you who don't know, okay, My Ether wallet, we can go to, I should have put in the full address, isn't it? So if we go to My Ether wallet, and guys, you should never just type in the address into Google and go to it. You should always type it into the address bar. So I don't know why I'm even doing this. Okay, so here is My Ether wallet. Okay, and essentially, thank you. There we go. So this was the original Ethereum wallet that was used for everything. If you have a hardware wallet, and guys, we're going to have a hardware wallet week where we talk about those. If you have a software wallet, again, we're going to talk about software wallets. Then this here would be the place where you would have come for your Ethereum. It's better right now to trust here. It is still the original site. It is still the original source code. It is still the original everything. Okay, rather than going right now and trusting something which may potentially be a little bit suspicious. Wait and see what the community says. Wait and see what is discovered about the project. Wait and see until the rubbish clears and we can get good hard facts about it. Okay, so for now, just ignore the My Crypto system and stay with My Ether wallet. What else? There was also some other news, which I'm just trying to see if it's still here or not. Ah, yes. There we go. That's an interesting one. So for those of you who are hopefully using Binance along with us, because Binance was down, they are offering 70% reduction in fees until the 24th of February. Again, because Binance was down, their way of apologizing to us right now is offering us a 70% reduction in fees until the 24th of February. So congratulations, everyone. We can do more trades and make more profits because we get 70% off of our fees. And there was another piece of news which doesn't quite come to mind now, and it's not on the first page of Reddit. Does anyone else remember any news from today?
Crypto unrelated news.
Go ahead.
We had a forum member who passed away.
Oh God, I can't forget. Oh God, I've been thinking all day about this. Oh man, guys, all day, literally all day, I was thinking, as soon as I start the stream, I have to say something. As soon as I start the stream, I have to say something. And I can't. I feel absolutely disgusting now that it's taken me this long to remember.
So sad.
For those of you who aren't aware, a member of our community passed away yesterday. Popcoin Ryan. Ryan was also part of the challenge here, guys. And I've spoken to him a few times about some other stuff, and he was really interested in the challenge. And he's very young. I believe he's 23, and he's a biker, and I'm an ex-biker. I did a little bit of time riding around on bikes, and I used to always see him in the chat being positive and talking about amazing things. You know, he was always like the funny guy where he's kind of borderline hilarious / borderline, okay, maybe not so funny, but he still put a smile on a lot of people's faces. And he came into crypto to make a better future for his family, for his wife, and for his son. And he's got a 3-year-old son, and that is why he came into crypto. He wanted to give them a better future. And when he contacted me about the challenge as well, he was really interested because he saw it as a way of him learning to really be able to like sustain their future. You know, not just kind of learning, you know, how to, you know, following some signals and then just making a bit of money, and then, I don't know, whatever happens in the future, then he's got to find anything else, nobody giving signals or the markets crash or whatever. But he was actually interested in learning some skills that potentially in the future could allow him to move maybe into other industries or move into different businesses or something. So when I came on today, this morning, and I read about his passing in a motorcycle accident, it's really painful. You know, a member of our own community, a member of the crypto challenge, okay, one of the 850 plus people taking part, but he's someone who's recognized in the community on the Discord server, and his passing has hit a lot of people very, very hardly, very hard. And his wife, you know, she's left now with their son, and she needs to, you know, it's a massive. He's 23, you know, nobody expects it, nobody plans for stuff like that, not so young, you know. And so if you guys haven't read the news yet, then please go over to the Discord server. Mr. CoinVX, John, has been in touch with the family, and he's trying to find out how the community can help, how we can help him really to kind of like carry forward.
I just posted the link for the fund in the trading live channel.
How we can help them, not just now, for the future as well. There's a link now in YouTube, guys, in the YouTube chat, a GoFundMe page which is set up by his wife, and it was verified that it's set up by his wife. And they need to cover essentially the funeral costs. You know, they have funerals aren't cheap, guys. I hope that none of you ever have to go and, you know, in any recent time or any coming time, have to go out and discover how expensive funerals are. They are ridiculously expensive. And you know, his life was taken tragically through no fault of his own. You know, and so. John has been trying to organize to meet with the family and see how he can help them. A lot of people in the community as well want to find a way of helping the family. I have a plan that I still have to discuss and agree with some people about how we can help them, not just in the short term, but potentially in the longer term. And once we find out, once we agree, then we can announce it to you guys, and we can see how, for those of you who are interested, how you two can help contribute to help, you know, fulfill his dream of giving his wife and his child a better life, a more sustainable life, you know, because he was working really hard for that. You know, he was not just working in terms of trading, but he was doing a lot of things in life to prepare them for a better future. And yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention this at the beginning. I know maybe some of you have spoken to him before, Popcoin Ryan. Some of you may have come across him. If you have, then I would say head over to the Discord server and just, or even on YouTube, see how you can potentially support his wife in this very difficult time. So again, we got a plan. I'm gonna discuss it. We gotta agree it before we go public with it. But guys, life is very valuable, okay? And I'm not gonna sit here and preach to you guys about life and how it's fragile and everything, okay? Instead, what I'm gonna tell you is that a lot of us are doing trading not just for ourselves, okay? A lot of us are doing trading because we have people we love, we have people who depend on us, and we have people who rely on us and need us around. And life can be taken at any time, okay? At absolutely any instant. And what we need to ensure and what we need to do, and we're going to do a massive whole period of time about this, guys, as we proceed in the challenge. What you need to do is you need to ensure that in the case that anything happens to you, that those people that matter to you have access to your funds. It's not like a normal bank account, guys. If you pass away, okay, or if somebody passes away, the family just have to take a death certificate to the bank and say, hey, he passed away, can we have the money, please? This is crypto. There is no bank. There is no teller you can take a death certificate to. Your money exists in the blockchain. Your money exists in a digital world. The only way to access it is with your credentials. The only way to access it is with your passwords. Okay? And this is a very, very important thing, guys. All right, so over the next few days, myself and a few other moderators from the CoinVX server, we will be preparing a PDF form, okay, that each of you can download, and you can fill in all the details related to your crypto life. Which exchanges you're registered on, what the passwords are. You can put down your seed words if you have a hardware wallet or a software wallet. And there will be a link there, okay, to resources, so that in the unfortunate or tragic case whereby you are unable to communicate or you have passed on, then your family can still access your crypto funds. Your family are not left there and all your riches are locked away. You know, all the money and everything you've been working really hard to give to them, then they can't access it. Okay? I'm also going to be speaking a little bit later on, and we may look at potentially launching a crypto will system. It's just a very rough idea right now, whereby people can go and register on a website, and it sends them regular updates. Hey, check your passwords. Are they up to date? You know, who's your emergency contact? Have you got some new hardware, etc., etc. Just so that we can all remember to keep our information up to date as well. It will also offer customizable forms, video tutorials for your loved ones, so that if something happens and they're like, well, I don't know what the hell a ledger is, I don't know what the hell an exchange is, they can, on the instructions, it will just say go to this website. There will be someone there, okay, maybe some live chat. We're still working on a lot of things, okay, but there will be video tutorials explaining everything to them, taking them through the process of how they can access your stuff. Okay, this is a very serious matter, guys. Okay, and unfortunately, Ryan, 23 is it's tragic. And when you hear of the story of how he's been doing everything for his family, it really does kind of grab your heart and squeeze it really hard, and it's painful. So go to the GoFundMe page, guys. Go to the go to the Discord server. John will be posting an update about how things are going with the family. Again, I will be discussing with the other members in the team for the crypto challenge, seeing how we can potentially work out a system to continue his wish in a way, and also keep an eye open. If you're not registered on the Discord server, go and register there now. Okay, we're going to put and announce the PDF document that you can download in the meantime and fill in with all your details. We'll announce it there, and then down the line, then we may come We may come out with a full website system. Currently, it's just an idea. It's just an idea rolling in the back of a few heads. Nothing on paper and pen yet. But this tragedy has prompted us all to really take a deep look and really kind of analyze, how we are doing what we're doing and what purpose. And, if we're doing this for someone else or for some other people, do they know how to access the stuff? Or is it going to be a case of we're working so hard and in the end, they're going to be just coins left to rot on the blockchain where nobody can access it? Okay? So, I would say, guys, just be very, 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 very careful, okay? Some people saying motorcycles, never worth it. Motorcycles are beautiful machines, okay? Motorcycles offer a kind of liberating feeling that you cannot get from anything else that you can access at any time, okay? Is it a thrill? No. Is it something that people get excited about? Yes. But I have to say, guys, the largest and strongest community in the world that I have ever seen across the world are the bikers. If you see a motorcycle broken down on the side of the road, you can almost guarantee that the next motorcycle that comes past will stop. Okay? Doesn't matter where they are in the world, doesn't matter what they're doing, doesn't matter whether they know each other or not. Okay? Bikers are by far the strongest community. And I'm absolutely certain there will be the whole biking community right now trying to help out as well, trying to help Ryan and his family. So it's not bikes. You can't blame it on bikes, okay? It was a tragedy. It was an accident. And we just have to accept it for the way that it is, okay? And now what we can do is we can just try to help the family, and we can try to prepare ourselves and our own assets so that they're also accessible to our loved ones. Mr. Jeff saying, I disagree, techie Marines are. Yeah, but sometimes you don't know if the guy's actually a Marine or he's not a Marine. So, but if a guy's on a bike, he's a biker. Now, there's another thing that happened in the community today, guys. A member lost a lot of his funds. A member of the community had a wallet. And we're going to cover wallets very soon, guys, but this is just a warning to everyone. A member of the community had a wallet where he deposited some coins, and then he came back 10 days later, and the coins were no longer there. Security in the world of crypto now is becoming very, very, very important. If you have not activated two-factor authentication, i.e. 2FA, i.e. using the Google Authenticator app, you need to do that right now on your exchange account, okay? Do not make another trade. Don't make a single other trade. Don't even look at anything until you have gone into your account and activated that. You go onto your cell phone, whether you've got Apple or Android, or you've got Windows, or you've got a potato phone, doesn't matter. You find the Google Authenticator application. You install it. You come into Binance. You go into your account, okay? And you have here Google Authenticator. You enable it and you follow the steps, okay? That is number one. Enable 2FA, two-factor authentication, as it says up here, onto your account, and write down the backup code that they give you. I like now that Binance has forced people to write down the backup recovery code, okay? So write it and save it somewhere safe. Put it somewhere safe. Now, what else can you do to protect your security? I want to share a picture with you guys, but it means I'll have to show you my email. If you sign up for an ICO, we're not covering ICOs for a while in the challenge, but I know a lot of you guys who are following the challenge are a little bit ahead. If you are following an ICO, never, ever, 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 ever click or copy the address from an email that is sent to you. Never. Never ever. If you want to know the address to send the money to for an ICO, you log into the website. Okay? You don't take it out of an email. You don't look at it on Reddit. You don't look at it on any place. You go to the website, you log in, and you take the address from there. That's point number 1. Point number 2. There are a lot of ICOs and something called airdrops where they ask you to register and they ask you questions such as, which exchanges do you use? Sometimes it may be a legitimate question. Very often, the ICO has already agreed or begun discussions or decided which exchange they want to go with. You registering and telling them isn't really going to make that much of a difference to their product, their decision, their thing. Why is it an issue? If you register with an email address, for example here, team@thecryptochallenge.io, on a random ICO, and I tell them I'm on Binance, and I put in a password into that account that I'm registering on their site, too many people recycle passwords. They use the same password over and over and over and over again. If that is an actual fact, and I would say it's at least 50-50 chance it is, if it's a scam or if it's a phishing attack, they know which exchange you use, they have your email address, and they potentially have your password. Which is why you activate two-factor authentication. Alright, now do you understand the absolute importance of two-factor authentication, guys? Okay? So, be very, very careful. Now, websites. My Ether wallet. There's a lot of wallets out there which are web-based. Okay? You always, please, always, if you start to use a wallet like My Ether wallet, you come here and you add it to your bookmarks. Once you've come onto the site and you can verify, you click up here. Okay, everything looks good. Everything is fine. Whatever, you check the security. When you come to My Ether wallet, it does actually tell you. Let's do it again. How to protect yourself from... There we go. See, look, the first thing you see on here. Okay? You read it. Don't just click and go through. You read this stuff. This is protecting your money. Alright, guys? As we proceed on in the challenge, you're going to be dealing with a lot of money. You do not want your money to go missing because you didn't spend 20 seconds reading a damn warning. Okay? Once you have read the warning, once you have followed it, what do? You add it to your bookmarks. Never, ever, ever open up a site like this from Google. If we go to right now, My Ether wallet. Okay? Oops, gone into there. My Ether wallet. Okay? If you come into Google, there's a lot of links around, guys. You don't know who's paid what or who's done what to where in order to put in. I'm going to put in, let me look, there's no advert. There's no advert right now for My Ether wallet. Some company could come in, pretend to Google that they are in fact, you know, the marketing agency. Hello, we are the marketing agency for My Ether wallet. Our client would like to place an advert on Google and they are willing to pay 10 cents per click. This is the web address where they would like it directed. Look, here we have a signed piece of paper from the director of My Ether wallet giving us authorization to do this. They put in an advert. You come one day, you want to go to My Ether wallet, you click on that. It takes you to a site that looks exactly like My Ether wallet. You're like, okay, it looks the same. Hey, great. You come in, you put in your password. Okay, although that's for creating a new wallet. All right, you come in, you plug in whatever you have, okay? You open up your account, and then what happens? They have your password, or they have your private key, or they have anything. They have enough information to access your account. Always, 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 always. Again, can't stress this enough, guys. Bookmark the site, make sure it's the genuine one. Look at the top here, don't get phished please, thank you. Bookmark myetherwallet.com, install EAL or MetaMask or Kryptonite. These are plugins for Chrome which allow you to manage My Ethereum wallet without having to go to the website. more secure way of doing it. Security is of the utmost importance, guys. Okay. I don't like it when somebody loses money. Okay. I hate that there's so many criminal-minded people in the world of crypto. It really kind of pisses me off. All right. But so what can we do? We just have to really protect our asses. Whether you use My Ether wallet or Neon wallet or Potato wallet, or you decide to print it out on a piece of paper and put it underneath your laptop, or you hide it, I don't know, on the top shelf of your wardrobe. Okay? Always, 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 always cover your ass. There are people out here right now to get the money from all of you. Okay? Always use a different password for every single site. Okay? Always use a different password for every single site, anything related to crypto. If you sign up for an airdrop, I would say 95% of the time you don't need to sign up for an airdrop. You don't need to. They tell you, move your tokens to one of the following wallets and wait for the airdrop. They don't ask you to sign up for it. What do they want to do? They want to send you a message afterwards saying, hey, did you get your airdrop? No. Hey, are you interested in more airdrops? No. They don't want to do that. You sign up to an ICO. If they start asking for the exchange, if it's not an optional question, don't send them a message. Say to them, guys, I don't feel comfortable for the sake of security sharing which exchanges I use. Come to the server, ask people, hey, what is your opinion on this? Or put in a fake exchange. If you think, okay, it's a good ICO, maybe potentially there's a thing, just put it in a fake exchange. It won't make a difference to what they do. Okay? So that there is just a very quick security warning. I hope I covered the majority of security issues. I would suggest as well, guys, rotate your passwords, like change them a bit frequently, even if they are very complex. I mean, for example, I would just copy right now one of my possible passwords, but then I'll have to show you guys how I manage my passwords on my system. All of my passwords across everything on the internet are 30 characters long, minimum 30 characters long, and they include capital letters, lowercase letters, numbers, punctuation, exclamation mark, lots of symbols, and some of them even include foreign characters where possible. Okay, and you need to get to this level if you want to get serious in crypto. Okay, we may cover this a little bit later on, how to use things like password managers or password generators, how to keep good list of your passwords, etc., how to make sure everything is secure, because it's essential. You know, this isn't the first time I've seen a member lose a lot of money in the server. It's happened a few times. So I just want you guys to stay safe. Any ICO or any airdrop or anything you sign up for, confirm it on the server before you sign up. Does anyone else want to add anything onto the security or any other points that I've mentioned today while I take a 30-second break?
No, I think that covers most of it.
Okay. All right then. I'm going to check now. I don't see any questions right now, guys, in the YouTube chat. I don't see any questions on... No, okay, we just got a question here. Will we update the BNB calculation until the 24th? No, we'll just keep it as it is. It's not worth updating and then going back and re-updating and then going forward and re-updating again. We're just going to leave it as it is. 70% reduction just means then that we make ever so slightly more on the trades that we do, because right now we're calculating it at 0.05, but we're only paying 30% of that, so 0.02. We're just going to leave it as it is. Any other questions? Let's see. Any questions? Should we buy Nano in the dip right now? We are not buying Nano for the challenge. However, if you want to ask, you can go over to the Discord server. The link is on the website, and there's a link to the website in the video description. You can go there, join the server. There's a big trading room. You can ask people for their opinion on Nano and if it is good to buy right now. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Otherwise, we will start to close the session. We've been going for a good amount of time. Questions. as we mentioned earlier, guys, this is TA week, so hopefully Dyjaklo will come back with some more lessons, and potentially as well, maybe we'll see if Wes or Chef Jesus wish to share some TA as well. We may also have a guest sharing some TA stuff. Someone saying nice jump on WTC. Let's have a quick look at Walton. Walton? What are you up to, Walton? Where are you going? Are you going to make me some profits? Oh, lovely. Look at Walton. Oh, it's very scrumptious, oh yes. Walton is currently at, I can never read that, it's too small. 27,450 Satoshis. It's going up nicely, but again, guys, look at the pattern that it has been making. So just prepare yourselves if you want to, you know, if you are advanced and you know what swing trading is, keep your eyes open. If you are just following along with the challenge and you that's all you're doing, then just hold your coins. Don't worry about this big green. Don't be tempted by it, guys. Money brings greed, so just relax. And as you guys saw, we relaxed over the whole period, and right now our account is very nicely up to we're up $60 from when we started. So you know, it's quite nice that in the space of 2 hours we went up $80. Patience is a virtue. Patience is key in crypto trading, and I hope that you guys have seen now from the first week that valuable lesson of how holding can really make a big difference. All right, I don't see any more questions, guys, so I think we're going to call it an evening or a night or a morning, depending where you are in the world. Anyone on the server with me here want to say some last words?
Sorry, I got here a bit late, so I was not able to contribute, but I hope everybody has a good evening.
Okay, so that's a good evening from Mr. Grizz, a good evening from myself. And again, guys, please scroll up a little bit, find the link to the GoFundMe campaign for Ryan. If you can contribute, even if it's a small amount, he was a member of the community. He put a smile on a lot of people's face, and so if you can contribute, if you can't, don't worry about it. Just send some good vibes, send some good thoughts, or if you're religious, pray, and hope that this doesn't happen to you. You know, and again, we will prepare the PDF for people to start to fill out over the next few days. So that's it for today, I think. I don't think that there's anything else that we really need to cover right now. So it's going to be a good night from myself, a good night from the rest of the team, and we will catch you all tomorrow at the same time, which is 7 p.m. EST. Take care. Oh, and I was joined by Damilon, Dyjaklo, Grizz, Tim Kish, and Chakal Jerome, and of course graphics by Marco. Thank you very much, Marco, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.